Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by Apex Irons from Callaway.
Hey there, inside our Golf Channel studios, I'm George Savaricas, and this is your Golf Central update. World number 2 Dustin Johnson is in one of the feature groups teeing off at the 3M Open tomorrow at 8:23 a.m. Eastern Time. DJ playing in that same group as Louis Oosthuizen and Bubba Watson. A DJ withdrew from the 3M Open last year, but hoping to get his game going this week in the Twin Cities.
Well, yeah, last year I played. I liked the golf course. I only ended up playing one day, so I wanted to come back. I liked the golf course. It was a place I enjoyed being. So yeah, and I need to play a few more events. I haven't played that many events this year, so yeah, it worked out well for me, and so yeah, that's why I'm back.
You mentioned just getting to play one round here last year, withdrawing with a back injury after the first day, but this really became a turning point for you in the season last year. What do you feel like changed? Yeah,
even when I struggled for a couple events there last year, the game was still pretty good. I was just struggling for a minute. But yeah, I went home and worked on the game pretty hard. And yeah, obviously after this week, I played really well for the rest of the year. But yeah, I feel like now too, coming off it was a pretty good week last week at the Open Championship. Other than about a 7-hole stretch there in the third round, I played pretty solid most of the week. But so I feel like the game's in really good form, and yeah, I'm excited about being here, excited about the tournament.
There's just a few events remaining until the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Do you feel like the way you've structured your schedule gives you any sort of advantage with not playing in the Olympics this year?
No, the only reason I didn't go to the Olympics is just with all the, with COVID and all the stipulations and rules, and so it just didn't feel like it was going to be, something that I was going to enjoy and want to be a part of. Obviously I support the Olympics 100%, but this year obviously it's tough. Just no fans, can't go to any other events, and so obviously too, we have some big events coming up right after the Olympics, playing the Open, travel, it's a lot of travel for me too. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, this is a big part of our year here coming up. We got WGC coming up and then the playoffs. So it's a good stretch, and I want to be rested and be focused for the end of the year here.
Great. Thanks so much for the time. Good luck
Thank
this
you.
week.
That was our Golf Channel reporter, Amy Rogers. Rickie Fowler, also in a feature group this week, goes off at 8:34 a.m. Eastern Time, grouped together with Sergio Garcia and Tony Finau. He addressed the media earlier on Wednesday.
Well, I got to get out and see the golf course yesterday. Played all 18. Fairly straightforward. It's kind of cliche, but any golf course, hit the fairway, hit the green, you're going to be okay. But big thing here, keep it out of the water. There's a handful of little lakes, ponds that come into play. But yeah, drive the ball well. You're going to have plenty of opportunities to make birdies with the weather that we have. Meant to be pretty hot, especially Friday through Sunday. So with that, I think it'll be tough to get the golf course or the greens very firm, just because it's hard to stress out the greens that much in warm temperatures. So I feel like scores are going to be low. So warm weather, but good weather. So got to make some birdies this week. I drove it poorly Friday and Saturday. Hit it nice, a very simple round of golf on Sunday. I missed one green, and could have been lower, but 5 under's a solid score around there. So yeah, feeling good going into this week. Cleaned a few things up, but yeah, taking a lot from how I played on Sunday and trying to go out here and just try and wear out as many fairways and greens as we can. Right now, I feel like iron play has been better. I feel like that's been heading the right direction. Putting, as of the last few months, has definitely been heading the right way. That was a big part of why we played well at Kiowa and played decent at Memorial. I think driving the ball can always get better. That sets up everything from hitting fairways and giving yourself opportunities to be aggressive versus playing from the rough, which I did a lot of that on Friday and Saturday at St. George's. But luckily, I haven't had to necessarily be in this position before, but it's really just about sticking to the game plan, and you can't change necessarily what's happened in the past. All I can go focus on is go play golf and play well here this week, and then planning to have a couple weeks off and play Greensboro, the Wyndham. So we know what we need to do. Just go play well, make birdies, and that's all we can control. We had a great time. No side bets. It was good to see him. He had a handful of good shots. I think he made, I don't know, maybe 4 pars on the front 9 there. So we had a good time. The 9-hole programs are awesome. I was able to get some practice in this morning and a workout. Go do that, and then I handed off Chuck to go for another 9. So he's in for the full 18.
On the LPGA Tour, the Amundi Evian Championship taking place in France. Nelly Korda and Lydia Ko grouped together. Early morning tee times, 2:30 a.m. Eastern. With more from the Evian, it's Morgan Pressel and Tom Abbott.
It is great to be back in Evian for the first time since 2019. Nelly Korda arrives here as the world #1. This is her first start, Morgan, individually since she became #1 and a major champion. What does that change for a player?
Well, I think one of the big stories coming into this year, especially with both Jess and Nelly winning the first 2 events of the season, was will the Kordas finally break through and win a major? And who will it be? And we got the answer in Nelly Korda winning at the KPMG Women's PGA. And it takes a little bit of a monkey off your back. And you wonder if that will actually help Jess as well, moving through the last 2 majors this year and into the future.
Looking at the top 5 in the world, led by Nelly Korda, all 5 of them, you could make an argument, maybe not so much Hyo-Joo Kim, but certainly the top 4, that they are the best player in the world on a particular week. Does this golf course suit one of those players particularly in your mind?
Well, I think it suits all of them for different reasons. One, Inbee Park, one of the greatest putters on the planet. Putting has always been very important here on these big undulating greens. And she won before it was a major in 2012, has not won since it became a major, and so has actually her best finish since the redesign is only top T8. So here she is looking to complete the full career Grand Slam of all 5 majors. It'll be really interesting to see how she does this week. Se-Young Kim has the greatest record here for the last, since 2016, 36 under par, better than anybody else who's played this golf course, and has the lowest scoring average since 2017 in any major championship. She has only won once, but always keeps knocking on that door. And Jin Young Ko, the defending champion here from 2019, she has such a straight ball flight. And this golf course set on the side of this hill here, a straight ball flight's really helpful when fairways and greens are sloping both right to left and left to right. And I think that that's really going to help her out this week as well.
Yeah, Hyo-Joo Kim shot 61 here and is a winner, but Nelly doesn't have a great record, does she?
No, her best finish here is 25th. She's only played 3 times. This is a golf course where local knowledge can be helpful. The more you play it, the more you kind of understand some of the subtle nuances. So, I'm sure she's picking Jess's brain a little bit too, who has played here a lot. And, she's confident. You can't count out a very confident player.
Had a lot of rain here last week, but the golf course is drying out, and the players are saying that it is in the best condition that they have ever seen here for the Amundi Evian Championship.